Oh, I forgot to attach my mic. Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing? Happy Thursday. Welcome to our weekly live Q&A with Rasha Hami. Welcome on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and on YouTube, and on Instagram here. Hello there. Hi, people. How are you? And today I'm going to answer a question which I get asked a lot. Say hi, guys, if you are watching. Say hi, Rasha. It's nice to see your beautiful comments. And hashtag replay if you're catching on replay. And as today, guys, I usually get asked like, okay, what does it take for me to change? What does it take for me to change my life? I am not happy with my results. What can I do? And how long does this take? And I am answering your question here. The only prerequisite, the only like one condition that you really need to have in order to start seeing the change happening in your life, it starts with you being willing 100% to change your life. So it starts with your decision to take 100% responsibility for all the mess I created. Yes, I screwed it up. I want to fix it. How can I do that? Like, this is the only prerequisite. I really am honest with you. It starts with a decision, and not just like an equivocal decision, meaning like I'll do it when I feel like it. It's like with a committed decision, meaning like that's it. I really need to change. I tried many things. I don't know what to do, but I want out. Okay, so only then this desire inside you will be your number one guarantee of your success for the results that you desire to have. And it starts with your decision and with making like I'm 100% responsible for my results. Always I get asked a lot from people who tell me like everything is 50-50, Rasha. I say like, sure, it's 50-50, but you are 100% responsible for your 50% share. So your 50% share, you are 100% responsible for it. So what do I mean by taking 100% responsibility? It means that you quit three things which are massively destructive for you. Number one, quit blaming. Do you blame somebody for the results you have? Do you say like, I wish they did that, it's because of him or because of her, because of them, or because of the government that I cannot move on with my goals? Do you blame sometimes? Like, track these patterns with me, okay? Number two, quit complaining. And complaining, guys, is you have a reference point for something better to achieve in your life, but you are not willing. Yes, you are not willing to take responsibility and say like, I'm gonna take action and create different results. So, for example, if you are married or in a relationship and you're always comparing your spouse to someone else, this means you have a reference point, or you have kids and you're comparing them to their cousins or their friends or whatever. So you have a reference point in your mind for something better, but you are not willing to take action in order to change it. So what do? You complain about it. Okay? Does this sound familiar? Because if you have these patterns, this is what exactly is standing between you and realizing your dreams. Because I work with many ambitious women, like, and they are phenomenal, right? But there is a stage, if they haven't processed first, then nothing is going to be easy for them after that. Because if they are still blaming, complaining, and the number three, like the very massive one, is making excuses. And the making excuses is like, people love their excuses. They defend their excuses. They are dying for the excuses because they say it's like, because they created it. It's mind created. So for example, I say, I'm not taking the course because I don't have the money. That's my excuse. Or I'm not losing weight because I don't have a membership. I don't have the gym clothes. Like, like, I mean, like, these are your excuses. People defend them and love them for one reason, because you created them, and anything which is yours, your mind will kill not to leave it. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, if you decide to make a decision to change your life, you will have a tug and war inside you. It's not you and your spouse. It's not you and the community. It's not you and and work or your boss or whatever. It's you against you. This is the hardest work of all, and this is the most brutal war. Honestly, the tug of war inside you, which is gonna deplete you, because like, well, if I want to change my results, this is possible, 100% possible. This is like, many people did it, millions people did it. Like, but this starts with a decision, a committed decision. Okay, so if you track yourself, if you want to know, like, okay, Rasha, how can I start? Give me a hint, give me a simple trick, what to do. Okay, so now it's Thursday today. So for some countries, this is like the weekend starting tomorrow. For others, for myself, like, no, it starts on Saturday. So I want you to track yourself. You have to do it pen and paper. You cannot do it like in your mind. Like if you want to change, really, you have to do the work. You are willing to do the work. So number one, get pen and paper and track yourself, what you say, like how many times you blame yourself during the day or blame others or complain or make excuses. And track yourself, because once you track it, something wonderful is going to happen. You are not anymore your excuses. You are not anymore like the blamer, the complainer. You have detached from this pattern, from this destructive pattern. It is honestly destructive for you. I really mean it, because nothing will change when you stay complaining and blaming and making excuses. Honestly, nothing is going to happen. And like people who start with what if it works? What if you became the millionaire you want to be? What if you like have a wonderful relationship that you have been longing for? What if you have wonderful relationship with your kids that you have been longing for a long time? Right? So you always ask for what if, for the worst case scenario, and this is what keeps you stuck and keeps you demotivated to take any action. And I actually like have rules to show, like in my programs I teach people how to process complaining, blaming, make excuse, how to process their fears, because honestly, without going this process first, like building the dream or like creating the company they want or having the wonderful relationship is not going to work, because you can never ever create different results from the same way of thinking that created the problems. Okay, you can never ever find a solution from the way level of thinking that created the problem in the first place. All right, I hope this makes sense to you. Okay, another question I got. So this is what it takes, guys, in order for you to change your life. You have to take 100% committed decision that you are responsible for the results. And by this, I mean you stop complaining, blaming, and making excuses. One of the tricks I teach my clients to do is that to wear an elastic band on their hand and to track yourself, like they would just like click it like this and hurt themselves, like whenever they find themselves saying the word I can't, or this is because it's an excuse, or when they track themselves like blaming someone or making a complaint. Okay, so like it's a trick. If you want to try it, it really works, and it's a good reminder for you to detach from these negative patterns which you have been like accustomed for a really long time in your life. Okay, the second question, how long does it take, Rasha, for me to change? It depends honestly on one thing, seriously on one thing. Of course, after doing this processing that I told you, the process that you need to go through in order to be like a better version of you and have different level of thinking, well, it depends on one thing after that: how willing you are to let go. I mean, let go of your old story. By let go, I mean let go, leave it completely. Let go, it means like let go completely. So because what's keeping you, when we do as well the work together, they discover that it's their thoughts which is creating their torture. And many people want to like prevent their loved ones from going through their own experiences or having difficulties. This is not going to happen, because suffering is a human experience and everybody's going to experience suffering. Of course, you don't want to see the people that you love suffering and going into hardship or whatever it is, but this is going to happen anyway. It's inevitable. And when you try to prevent, you delay the process for growth. Many people, like honestly, the most successful people and the most like enlightened people are the people who had the most suffering in their life. They learn from it. It's like when you burn gold in order to make it pure. It's like when you compress like diamonds to get them more purified. Like this is gonna happen anyways. And by trying to prevent and control and like I want to protect them from all this, you are delaying the process for them. Okay, so it's okay, like they're gonna suffer. Yes, they're gonna suffer. I know it's sad to see your loved one suffering. I know it's sad to see your loved one, it's hard to see them suffering, but this is a process for them to grow. Okay, and I want to tell you as well, like lots of people live with something called the pain body, which is like exactly like simple as it is. It's like an entity inside you made of negative emotions. So if and it feeds on negative emotions. That's why you find the people who love to complain are grouping together, who love to make excuses are grouping together. Like misery loves company. right? When you start to change as well, another thing that I want you to expect, it's going to happen anyways. When you start to change and to be a big dreamer and to join the high achiever club, make be sure that many of your old acquaintances and your current friends are going to drop off your life. And sometimes it hurts because you're going to be alone. But when you know, like I always remind myself that eagles soar and birds flock. So if you really want to start to be a big dreamer and you want to change your life because you want to, like, I deserve more, I know more, I can do more, I can do better. Well, I gave you today, like, the first step is to take 100% responsibility. So wear your elastic band and quit blaming, complaining, and making excuses. All right. And for you guys, how long it depends, how long it's going to take me to achieve my goal. It all seriously depends again as how fast are you willing to let go of your old story, which is not serving you at all, and you can create a totally different one. Okay, so that was my life answering your question today. What does it take for you to succeed and how long it takes? And I always love to gift you something. So like, if you want, you can just say like self-care Russia or communication, and we're gonna say send for you one of our most in-demand guides like for self-help, and it's totally free. All just to say like me please, and I'm gonna send you the link so you can download it. And many people who did use it actually loved it, and it was quite helpful for them. Thank you so much for was able to tune in today with me live. Have a wonderful weekend, have a wonderful day, and track yourself, guys. Like, get the elastic band, track yourself on weekdays and 1 weekend, 2 weekdays and 1 weekend. It will really help you to know if you really have these negative patterns of blaming, complaining, or making excuses. Have a wonderful day. Lots of love, and bye bye. See you next week.